Here I am on board the flight from Melbourne to Doha. It's a 14-hour flight. You can see that I'm in my QSuite, which is really incredibly spacious. Got my own door here, so gives a huge amount of privacy, and this is really quite high, so it does feel fantastic. And it's time for dinner. Now, this is an overnight flight. I got on this, it took off around about 11:30 p.m. and I'm due to land in Doha at 6 a.m, but the time difference, it's all a bit mind-bending, so I don't really know what time it is to eat. I don't usually eat at midnight. It's probably about 12:30, 1:45 in the morning, Melbourne time, which is where I've been staying, but when you're on board, just eat whenever the food comes. So, got a lovely linen tablecloth here in my QSuite. This table pulls out. It's really quite good. I can move my seat forward, so I'll do that, so I can come a bit closer to the table. Now, I've been given a trio of rolls, so these are warm as well, which is pretty good, impressive. I've got some butter, and I've also got some balsamic olive oil to dip my bread into, so quite upmarket. Decant that into here, or try not to spill it. It's a bit of turbulence. Put that down before I spill it all over myself. Try a bit of this bread. So you can see this bread's already been cut into 4 pieces. Quite impressive. It's already got something on it. We'll put some of it on it. Nice. Oh, that balsamic's going to come out a bit too turbulent. So I've been given, before any of the food is served, we're given an amuse-bouche. Just something to amuse the mouth. And this is salmon in basil. So it looks pretty good, quite impressive. So got a real fork, metal fork. A couple of bits of salmon roe on top here. You can see the little salmon eggs on the top. Let's see what it tastes like. It's quite fishy. If you like salmon, then you'd love this. Not really in the mood for it, but it is good, high quality. Oh, it's good. Well, I think I prefer something else. Now, in terms of the menu, you get a full a la carte menu in QSuite. So let's have a look at what was available. So for starters, the options were zesty pea and fennel soup, Qatari meze and pita bread, or burrata cheese, green grapes, dill and basil salmon. That's what I've gone for, the burrata. For the main course, there are 4 options: Black Angus beef tenderloin, seared Hunter Valley chicken breast filled with tomato and ricotta, Queensland barramundi with kung pao sauce, and pappardelle pasta with creamy wild truffle mushroom sauce. I've gone for the barramundi with kung pao sauce, which is served with jasmine rice, stir-fried Asian greens and roasted Japanese pumpkin wedge. And after that, there is a choice of either cheese. You can have, there's 3 different types of cheese, or a Basque cheesecake or ice cream sundae. So I'm not sure what I'm going to have. I might have the cheese and I might have the cheesecake. So waiting for the food to arrive. I'll have a bit more of this bread. See you in a moment. The starter has now arrived. We've got a nice burrata with green grapes and a mandarin oil dressing. So to say it looks restaurant quality, presentation's good. Let's see what it tastes like. I mean, you can't really go wrong with burrata, because basically it's cheese that's made in Italy and then you just get it out of the packet and serve it. But this is a nice one, soft on the inside. Let's have it with a grape. See how the combination's like. That's really good burrata. Grapes are nice and crunchy. This mandarin oil gives it a bit of an orangey taste. So That's quite a good combination. Actually, I haven't had mandarin oil with burrata before. Usually it's just served with a salad. The grapes go well with it, actually. For the contrast and the texture of the soft burrata, which is all slightly cheesy, not too much, with the crunchy, powerful grapes, and then this orange oil. So, yeah, it's pretty good. If I had this in a restaurant, I'd be quite happy. In terms of the size, there's a lot of cheese there. It's a lot of burrata, so quite impressed. The main course is now here. I've got barramundi, which is fish. It's been nicely cooked. Jasmine rice, bok choy, sweet potatoes, and a little pot of kung pao sauce. So let me just put that all over here, nice and thick. Let's hope I like it because it's gone on absolutely everything. Oof. There's a chili at the bottom of that as well. Try not to eat that. Okay, let's see what this barramundi is like. This isn't actually what I was expecting. I thought when it said it was kung pao barramundi, it was going to come sort of chopped up and in a sauce, sort of like you would expect from takeaway, but this is a bit more upmarket. Let's take the skin off this fish. See what the fish is like. Nicely cooked, very white. Let's put a bit of this sauce on and see what it tastes like. Fish is good, really nicely cooked, very succulent, it's soft. Doesn't taste very fishy. The kung pao sauce, it's a bit disappointing. I'm used to kung pao sauce being quite spicy, powerful. It tastes a bit like gravy. It's okay. I mean, the whole dish is well presented and quite nice. Put a bit of the rice with the sauce, see what that's like. Rice is decent, but yeah, the kung pao sauce lacks a bit of flavour. Needs to be a bit more spicy. So a bit of the bok choy, if I can cut it, which I can't. Okay, let's have this piece. Yeah, it's pretty decent. Quite a nice dish. Restaurant standard. Fish is good. Rest of it's fairly decent. Kung pao sauce, a little bit disappointing. But overall, pretty good. The dessert has now arrived, and I have to say, it looks absolutely amazing. That is restaurant standard. It looks pretty impressive. So it's a Basque cheesecake, which I've not heard of before, which has fruit on the top. Thank you very much. Thank you. Got my mint tea to go with it. So yeah, it's a Basque cheesecake. So it's got fruit on the top, which is there's a walnut, some banana, some berries, variety of different types of little fruit. And then I'm told that there's some syrup and it's like a creme brulee topping at the top of this cheesecake. So it looks really interesting. I'd say that's definitely, the presentation's restaurant standard. Let's see whether the actually tastes restaurant standard or not. Looks pretty good. Let's see. So, it doesn't taste like a cheesecake. It's hot for starters. Like the whole thing's hot, not just the top. It tastes a bit more like a rice pudding. Oh, it's quite nice. Yeah, it's a bit like fruit with rice pudding. It's because the cheesecake's usually cold. It's firm. Because this is hot, it's sort of breaking down a bit. It's sort of almost like a omelette-y texture. It's like a maple syrup on the top. It's quite a nice dessert. If you hadn't told me it was a cheesecake, I think that was a really tasty dessert, but mentally I'm thinking about a cheesecake, and then I'm actually tasting this. It doesn't really go together. It definitely doesn't taste like a cheesecake. I've never had a hot cheesecake before, and because it's hot, because all these things on top, and there's the syrup, it definitely doesn't feel like a cheesecake. But it's pretty tasty. It's nice. It's good at the end of this meal. I'm quite impressed with it. I think it's a good dessert. Just don't call it a cheesecake. Okay, so what did I think of the dinner that was served on Qatar Airlines from Melbourne to Doha? Well, I think overall it was pretty decent. It's presented well. It's restaurant standard presentation. Started off with a little amuse-bouche, which looked good. Wasn't my favourite, but it looked pretty decent. Then had a burrata, big portion. Burrata was good. The green grapes were nice. Mandarin oil went quite well with it. So starter was good. Enjoyed that. I was a bit disappointed with the main course. The fish was quite well cooked. Thought the presentation was a bit old-fashioned. So sort of a dollop of rice, sweet potato, bok choy, fish. Looked a bit more like a sort of meat and two veg type course rather than an oriental fish dish, which is what it was. But the big problem with that dish was the kung pao sauce, which did not taste like kung pao sauce, tasted like gravy, too thick, not tasty, ruined everything when I poured that over everything, sort of spoiled it. So wasn't very impressed with the main. The dessert was good, but it wasn't a cheesecake. So if you hadn't called it a cheesecake, I think I'd have been quite happy with it. If it's sort of rice pudding fruit thing, well, yeah, great, but to call that a Basque cheesecake, not for me. Cheesecake, I've never had one warm before. Well, it was hot, in fact. So that didn't really go that well, but overall I thought the food was good quality, quite a lot of it. I feel really full. Having a nice peppermint tea, Moroccan mint, in fact. Overall score for the dinner service tonight from Melbourne to Doha, I think I'm going to give this 6.5 out of 10. Presentation was good, quantity was good, the food overall was okay, could do better. So I was expecting more. I thought it was going to be a bit more tasty. It was alright. 6.5, thinks as much as it deserves. Cheers. I've now been on board for 12 and a half hours. So I've had some sleep, watched some TV. It's now time for breakfast because I'm due to land in Doha at around about 6:30 in the morning. So this is the first round of breakfast. Just get my menu out, have a look at what I ordered. On the breakfast menu, I got the butter croissant, cantina roll, and pan au chocolat. That's these three, which comes with a side of strawberry jam butter. I've also got the Greek yogurt mango passion fruit compote with toasted coconut granola, and alongside that, mango tango boost. Have some of that. That's quite nice. Not fresh juice, sort of concentrated type juice. Alright, nothing special. Let's try this granola first. Yogurt looks quite nice. Got a nice passion fruit curd around the outside. That's nice and light. Very tasty, flavoursome. It's the sort of thing that you would get in a high-end deli. Quite good. Quite impressed with that. It's pretty good. It's got some freeze-dried raspberries on the top. That's nice. Let's try these croissants. Now I'm going to put on here, because I did this last time, it makes a real mess. Start off with the chocolate one. It's warm. It's a bit shiny. Doesn't look that fresh. actually tastes quite good. A little bit rubbery. It's a bit like a packet pan of chocolate that you get from the supermarket, where you get 4 in a packet. It's been heated up, it's crispy on the top. It's okay, not brilliant. Try this butter croissant. Looks a bit better. Very soft. Very soft, like it's been heated in the microwave. Let me have it without jam first. Bit soft, bit soggy. Let's try the jam. It's better with jam. The jam's really nice, actually. Yeah, that's okay. And then I've got a roll, just looks like a bread roll. Yum. It's warm, quite light. Put a bit of jam on that as well. It's okay. Let's try the butter. What brand is it? It's called Lescure, French. It's nice and soft. Sometimes it's a bit hard on planes. Butter's alright. Not salted, which is quite common. I think as a starter, not a bad fare. Pretty decent. Let's see what the main course is like when that arrives. So, for the main course, there were 4 options. Egg white omelette with blanched baby spinach, toasted crumpets with veal sausage, creamy overnight oats, or rich chocolate bread and butter pudding with caramelized banana, creme fraiche, maple syrup, and fresh berries. That's what I've gone for. So here it is. Now, this isn't something I've ever had for breakfast before. Never even heard of it for breakfast, but I thought I'd try it. Fancied something sweeter, no meat involved. So got a bit of fresh mint on the top. So we've got caramelized bananas on the top, and then bread and butter pudding with maple syrup and creme fraiche. So let's have a look at it. A bit of the maple syrup on there, so that's what it looks like. But the chocolate is on the top, no chocolate through the middle, caramelized banana on the top. It's warm. Caramelized banana is nice. Chocolate bread and butter pudding doesn't really taste that much. It's mostly sponge, a bit soft. Doesn't really taste much. A bit soggy, a bit mushy. It's alright. Even caramelized banana is nice now. And the fruit's nicer than the bread and butter pudding. Have a bit more of that. Try it with a bit of creme fraiche, strawberry. That doesn't really taste of anything. I think the phrase is not worth the calories. Not worth eating now. Banana's nice though. Yeah, banana's good. Fruit's nice. I wouldn't bother with that. It's got a slightly weird taste to it as well. It doesn't taste like chocolate. I'm not sure what it. Nah. The more I think about it, the more I don't like it. It's a bit stodgy. It's quite heavy. Don't choose that if you're coming. If that's on the menu, don't bother. So that's breakfast service. I've had all my different courses. What was the best bit? Probably the water. it was okay. I'd probably give it, I mean, it's presented nicely. Sort of, the yogurt was okay. Pan au chocolat, that was all right. Everything was sort of okay. In terms of my score for this, give it a 5 out of 10. About as good as it's going to get, I think. Anyway, it's warm. It's filled me up a little bit. Something to do on hour 13 of my flight. Right, better get back to my banana.